Hello there, Libra. Thank you for stopping by for your video tarot forecast for the week of January 5th through the 11th. I am using my Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again, and on Monday what you have coming up is your card basically. This is the Judgment card. This is the card ruled by Libra, ruled by fairness. Now the Judgment card really talks about on Monday you're going to have a decision to make that is going to have to do with something that affects way more than just you as far as the repercussions of this decision. And so when the Judgment card comes up, it's really talking about being able to look at the situation from every single angle possible as you're making this decision, so that you look at what are the repercussions with each option that you have as you handle this situation. Because like I said, it does have consequences for way more than just you. Okay, so that's your Monday. And then on Tuesday, Libra, I have the Six of Clubs coming up in reverse. I mean, not even in reverse. Listen to me, I'm so used to seeing reverse cards. On Tuesday, I have the Six of Clubs coming up for you. And the Six of Clubs coming up on Tuesday is just telling me that, Libra, you have been working on some kind of project that does affect other people as well as yourself. It benefits other people as well as yourself. And on Tuesday, what's going on is that project is complete and other people are starting to really enjoy the benefits of it. And they are starting to come to you and to express their appreciation to you for the work and the effort that you've put into making this situation better for them by doing this project. So that's your Tuesday. Wednesday, what we have coming up is the Sun, but it's in reverse. So the Sun in reverse is just telling me that this Wednesday is not a very productive day. It kind of seems like you're just kind of the, what do you call it, the hamster in the wheel that keeps on turning. You're putting out all kinds of effort, but you're not getting very far on Wednesday. That's kind of what I'm hearing for you guys, Libra, is that it's not going to be a very productive day, even though you will be doing some energy expenditure. So this is probably going to be a day of fighting fires, of putting out little problems here and there, dealing with issues that come up, all kinds of distractions that keep you away from what your actual goals were for Wednesday. So I feel like it's not like you don't do anything, but what you're doing is you're handling issues that came up that, ideally would have never come up. So a lot of distracted time, a lot of time taking care of issues that shouldn't have to be taken care of. All right, so Thursday, Libra, what we have is the Empress in reverse. I always hate to see the Empress in reverse. Now this is telling me that on Thursday, you guys are, what's the best way to say this? You're kind of losing, what I'm feeling like is you're losing confidence in yourself. You're kind of losing, you're second guessing yourself in some certain situation in your life. And in that particular situation where you're second guessing yourself, you're letting other people step in and take advantage of that weakness that you have of you second guessing yourself, and you're letting them step in and make some decisions that honestly they have no right to be making. Those decisions are your decisions, but because you have let yourself second guess yourself and you've let them figure that out, they have just kind of just like swooped right on in and said, okay, this is the best way to handle it, do it my way. So that's what's going on Thursday. So, the nice thing about having a reading like this before is for those things that come up that are kind of negative that we would rather not see come up, we do have free will. So now it's like, okay, now you Libras, you have the heads up here. You have the advantage here because you've heard that this might be coming for you. And again, this is a general reading, so it's not going to happen for all of you. But since you've heard this, you want to just kind of be aware and, be cognizant of any situations coming up like this. And if you feel like you are second guessing yourself and you're kind of giving your authority to somebody else, you do have the free will to change that. You have the free will to say, you know what, I might be second guessing myself, but I can make the research and I can find out what I need to find out, and I will make this decision for me in my best interest. You're not going to make this decision for me in your best interest. So that's the nice thing about these readings, is that when you see something coming down the road that you don't like, you do have free will. You are able to change the outcome. All right, so moving on. Friday, you have the Two of Clubs, Libra. the sign of fairness, and you have the Two of Clubs. Now, Two of Clubs really talks about making a decision, and this decision is between two things that you care very dearly about. I have seen this come up when people have been trying to decide between two romantic partners. I also see it come up when people are trying to decide between two directions to take their business into. So this can be work related, it can be relationship related. Whatever it's related to, it's something that you feel very passionate about. And so you're trying to make a decision between two options. For most of you too, that for some of you there's going to be 3 or 4 options. But for most of you, this is 2 options that you're trying to decide on. The key here is that if you don't choose one, you don't get to move forward with any of the options, because whatever option you choose, all these options take a certain amount of energy. Okay, so if you try to not choose, if you try to keep all your options open and move forward with all of them, you don't have enough time in the day and enough energy to do that. So that's why it's really important that you make this choice today about which option it is that you want to go with. And I do see you making that decision. I don't see you procrastinating about it at all. All right, so Saturday we have the King of Coins showing up in reverse. This is just telling me, Libras, on Saturday, a lot of you are going to be feeling a little bit of stress financially. You're going to be feeling like, oh my gosh, how do I make my budget work? How do I make sure there's enough money to go around to cover everything? Which Peter can I rob to pay Paul? So financial stress is really the name of the game on Saturday for you Libras. And then Sunday, what I have coming up is the Fool in reverse. And the Fool in reverse is talking about a situation where you know exactly how to handle that situation, but what you know is not logical, and so it's hard to justify to yourself or to your friends. I get support from your friends on this. And so instead of doing what you know from the deep inside of you that you should be doing with the situation, when this card comes in upside down, this is telling me that you let the logic of things pen you in. You do what's logical instead of what you know you should be doing with the situation. And I'm feeling like for most of you Libras, somehow this Fool on Sunday is tying in with your King of Coins, which is also reversed on Saturday. So it has something to do with this idea of being stressed financially. And I feel like that financial stress kind of has you making maybe not the best decision for yourself on Sunday as far as how to spend the money. When you have a Fool card that comes in right side up, that talks about you knowing what to do with the situation and doing it and trusting the universe to have your back. When it's upside down, you're scared. You go with logical. You don't trust the universe to have your back. So I feel like you're making some kind of decision because you feel like you don't have enough money, and you want to really reevaluate that and feel like, you know, hey, do I trust the universe to have my back with this or not? Okay, so Libra, that is your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session, please feel free to check out my website. Make sure definitely that I'm the best reader for you. You can find me at amista.info. That's amista.info. And then once you're there, there's several ways to contact me. Should you decide I am the best reader for you, just get a hold of me and we will schedule a session for you as quickly as possible. For everybody else, I will see you next week. Peace out.